Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. I'm an interpretive tarot card reader and this will be your weekly love tarot. I will be using two different decks, pulling out 6 cards in total to have a look and see what's coming up in love. Please keep in mind, however, this is a general reading, and if you would like a private tarot interpretation with me, please feel free to email me. Everything you need, including prices, services, and turnaround time, they're all listed below in the show more section of this video. Thank you everyone for your donations, likes, shares as well. I really do appreciate it. Please feel free to like or subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Otherwise, let's pull out some cards, Taurus, and have a look and see what's coming up around you this week in love. Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus? Okay, Judgment card reversed, Queen of Wands, and the Empress is reversed. I feel like there's a bit of competition, Taurus, in a way. Queen of Wands can bring about a competitive energy. The fact that we have the Empress that's reversed, and then we have the Judgment card. Could be negative judgment because it's reversed. Okay, we've got the Lovers, 7 of Cups reversed, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got Leo, Gemini energy. The Empress to me can be a Taurus or a Libra. She also can represent a sun sign. So for some of you, it may be this, we've got the sun here, so an Aries, Sag, or Leo. But look, the Judgment card is reversed. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. Communication. Okay, there's lots of communication, which is good, but communication that maybe doesn't get anywhere, isn't as effective, or is all about pleasing the ego, Taurus. Someone wants their ego stroked, and I feel like you're going to be in a position to do that. For some reason, though, you're not very open to negotiations. Third party situations are ending. Okay, so if there has been some sort of love triangulation, Aries, that could definitely be, Taurus, that could definitely be coming to a halt here, okay? The Lovers card, I feel like there is a twin flame or a soulmate energy around you maybe this week. But I feel like with the 7 of Cups reversed, this can be a message that things, that you're getting more emotional clarity. I don't necessarily feel like you have a bad judgment call about a situation. I feel like there might be negative judgment or criticism. Why? Because the Queen of Wands to me can be this demanding, high quality energy. So seeing that, Taurus, I'm convinced that there may be something happening here where bad judgment is passed, okay, because of there's so much communication. I don't think it's you though, Taurus. I think it's someone else that does it to you. So you might be feeling judged in a way, and then you'll, I think, sort of shut down. I do. I feel like with the Queen of Wands, this is about, you'll have an opportunity to prove yourself, or there may be an encounter this week where you feel like, wow, okay, I need to prove this person wrong, or I need to prove them this, or I need to prove this to myself. Whoever it is that you need to prove something to, I think that's coming up for you this week. But I don't want you to be petty about it. The Empress reversed, I feel like, can be like pettiness, because normally she represents things like growth and evolving and maturing, maturation. But she's reversed here, Aries. Taurus. I don't think you're being childish. The Gemini sign is here, and Geminis are known to be quite youthful, playful. So I don't know if this is like you being naive about a situation or about a person, but there might be something that happens, and I think it comes from maybe a remark or a comment maybe that's passed to you, and then Queen of Wands, you like suddenly shut down and you go into like this ego overdrive, and it's all about proving this person wrong and proving something to yourself, and hey, so be it. If that's what's going to make you feel better, if that's what you feel you need to do, then by all means, Taurus, do it. But I don't think you're going to be in a position where you want to see this person much or talk to them much, because this is all reversed. This would indicate a lack of support. The support that the pillars are support, allegiance, you might not get the support or advice from your friends or your family as much as you're expecting, Taurus. You might, a part of you might feel like you're out there on your own, because the Queen of Wands, Leo, okay, yes, the lion hunts and lives in prides, but I feel like in this case scenario, Taurus, you feel like you're a little bit on your own here. So it's almost like a feeling of the lone wolf, feeling like you're the one. Eventually your mate or your special person could come around though. And then, you know, this openness, this open body language. But right now I feel like you're trying to separate emotionally for some reason. It's either you're trying to detach, or you're perhaps trying to forget what was said or what was done or what could have been done. And this week, I feel like there is judgment here. It's coming up reverse, so it can be more critical. You might feel very scrutinized or criticized by your person. And it's okay to tell them that you feel that way, Taurus. Don't shut down into this mode. Okay, maybe once you need to prove something to yourself or something to them, and then once you overcome that, be open with them. Tell them what's going on, Taurus. I have a feeling they will listen. Because if you're wanting growth together, effective communication is a very, very good way of doing that, of making sure, you know, you open that door. We've got the door pictured here, because there's a lot going on. Okay, this is like we open the door, what goes on behind closed doors. It's almost like a vortex of things that's spilling out here, almost like a portal. So I feel like this is pointing to your subconscious. And this can be read, this black silhouetted figure here can also be read as the subconscious. Subconscious wants, desires, needs, etc. And seeing that come up, I think it does point to the fact that I think subconsciously you have something you want to prove, or something you feel like you need to prove this, okay, Taurus. I think that's what's coming up for you this week, okay? I will leave your reading at that though, so thank you again so much for tuning in. Please remember this is a general reading, and if you were after a private reading, please feel free to browse the show more section below for services, prices, turnaround time, as well as my email, or last week's weekly tarot for love. Otherwise, hopefully I shall catch you sometime next weekend. So until then, I hope you all have a fabulous week, and we shall be catching up soon. So take care.